Hello and welcome to my review on yet another Soundwave. And this one is the Titan's Return Soundwave. And as you notice, he is not a cassette player, rather more of a boombox. I don't know exactly what he is, but he is a brick and he's solid and he's got a good size handle, not like that G1 Blaster handle. And speaking of Blaster, this guy was originally Blaster and was repainted and remolded into Soundwave. And that kind of shows. But coming to the back here, we got not much else going on. But we'll take more in-depth look at him later. I also have the Laserbeak. I don't know what this is. It's like an iPod, an 8-track, or cassette. It's gotta be like an iPod because there's like touch buttons. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Definitely has that going for it. And then we have another one that is more of a blaster. It's got the 3 little blast ports right there. And we have Soundwave, mini Soundwave, as I like to call him, in this part right here. This just comes straight out. And there are 2 little pegs right there that go, or 2 ports that go into these pegs. And that's just simply, you put the head in all the way, it will snap in, and then that clicks, and it's all in there. Just like that. And of course, this is like any other Titan Master or Headmaster from Titan's Return or Power Masters, not Power Masters, Power of the Primes. And obviously, just have those 2 bends right there, and then the ball joint at the arms, and then the head swivel and up and down with the ball joint. So nothing too special. It's just a little guy here. Although he does have some nice silver paint on the bottom, and mine, his legs are like super loose, so good luck getting him to stand. Other accessories include his blaster, which is not his iconic blaster battery, although we do have the battery. This is for the mounted on the shoulder, which they still have, so that's super nice. But taking a quicker look at this, it's very hollow, but it kind of doesn't look too bad because it just looks like it's part of the design. This is obviously Blaster's blaster. It's fun to say. Now, taking a quick look at this guy again. Now we have some buttons here. We probably would be play, skip forward, pause, and record or something. But you can open that up. Just a little button right here, springs it forward, and we can put Laserbeak right inside there. Just slaps in, and you can just slide that right back up. And if you want to take it out, same thing here. And if you want to put this in, this is what it comes with. Laserbeak is sold separately, by the way. You can just take that and put it back in and out. This part right here can move up and down. The top of this is pretty clean, and the bottom is pretty clean, and get the front of the legs showing there. We have some hollow struts here, which kind of look cool. Kind of get you the inside look of the internal system. Kind of way to look at it. For storage on this mode, this piece right here, there's a little peg and port that can just slop right on there, and he can have a battery butt. That's what I like to call it. And we can put on his gun as well. And of course, you can have this guy in here. Now, I will go over this guy's base mode. It's interesting. So what we're going to want to do here is take these panels down, and this will just reveal everything. And that will also unlock these shoulders. Now, if you're putting this back, there is a slot right here that goes right up to there, and then there's another one that goes right into there. And those 2 tabs just peg right back up in and lock into place like that. And on the other side here, there is a little tab, and you can see where that goes. Just so you know that there's 3 tabs that lock this all into place. You will rotate this arm up, bring it around, fold it about 40 degrees or however many degrees you want, and we can take this cannon out, and now it's a little turret, which his arms become little turrets. That's pretty cool. And we can do the same exact thing with the other one. Bring that back 45 and bring it out. And you can see that these are asymmetrical. I think that's right. They do not share the same mold, which is pretty neat. And then last step it's just folding these out, and then we just add to it. So there's a little port peg, boom, you put that 5mm gun in there, and then this section, there's little tabs that can, or slots rather, that go right there, and that can just slap right on there, and we can have little Soundwave, mini Soundwave, go up in there and pilot the bass mode. And this is actually pretty cool. I dig this. This is something I can get behind. It looks like a bass mode, and this thing is not complete. There are 2 little ramps that come off that would be able to connect to, I believe, Triptychon and whatever bass modes there were back then. I can't remember them all. But I'm missing those, and I don't know where they are. I've been missing them for a long time. Probably because I didn't care about them. I put them in a bag or something and forgot about them. But obviously we have Laserbeak 2, and he is a triple changer, just like Soundwave. Now, I'm not exactly sure the way the car mode goes, but I'll try my best. First, we're going to want to start by taking these out and bringing these feet down. And then we're going to want to do this hard part, which is taking this wheel around. And when you get this guy at first, those wheels are very hard to take around. But they've loosened up for me as I have played with this thing quite a bit. Probably played with this Laserbeak more than the Soundwave. And then just bring that out like that. And now he is a brick with wheels. Yeah. Car mode. So, not much else to say about a brick on wheels. It's pretty much it. You can feel a little bit of red there, but overall it's pretty just plain. Now, to transform him into Laserbeak, we're just going to want to bring these out and fold back the wheels, rotate these, and bring out the red fins that really pop against that black. And then we can come to the bottom and just bring out his head, and I just popped it off. It's just a simple peg there, and we can bring his head up. Simple and fun. And of course we can bring his little tail up and make him a little tail cannons. And there he is. There is Soundwave, or not Soundwave, Laserbeak in his little bird mode, and he's pretty cute. Now back to the main attraction. Also, I forgot there is a little thing here that can come up in this mode. There's a little glass panel that comes up here, and you can have that up too. Just some more options, although I like to leave it closed up because I like the Decepticon logo up there. And if you wanted to, you could bring out these little pieces. Those are the heels in the other mode, but I like to have them down. It just looks a little better. Now, this guy's pretty simple to get into his robot mode. We will do the headmaster at the very end. Bring up those guns, bring down the legs, and I forgot to unpeg the gun and unpeg that. We're going to want to bring this back, and the legs are super fun. So there's this double hinge right here, and then this will slap right into there, and it'll connect, and it'll have a little click. Then we're just going to make sure this is double jointed outwards, and then we're going to wrap it around, kind of like Siege Ultra Magnus. So we just bring it over and bring it in. Or RAD Ultra Magnus. It's kind of similar to those two, in a way. Then you just come to here, bring out the heel, bring out the foot, rotate it around, and there we have a thick leg. He's been gaining some weight. Anyway, then we'll bring that up and just do the same exact thing on the other side. And eventually, we will have 2 legs. There we go. Look at that. Now let's raise my camera up here. Just like so. And we're pretty much done. And then we just take his arms, rotate them down, bring out the fists, and there we go. Now for the headmaster, you just bring his head up and around, and there we go. There's his head. And we can take this head and plug it right in there, and there's Soundwave. Soundwave, you're looking a little weird. You know why? That's because we have a helmet that goes over his head. Epic head armament or something. There we go. A little goofy, but it's the only way to get his head big enough. So it's kind of what they did with Overlord and Six Shot too. And of course, this is the 5mm peg. And you already guessed it, the battery goes right on his shoulder. And we can pretty much put this back on over here, but I just like to leave it off. It really doesn't do much in this mode. And of course, if we wanted to, we can position his shoulder or his arm out, and we can get Soundwave, or not Soundwave, if you want to call it Soundwave, Laserbeak on his forearm, and that looks pretty nice. Now, you can go send out Laserbeak, you can fly away, and tell how inferior those Autobots are. But anyway, articulation for this guy, we'll go over. We have a full 360 soft ratchet joint at the shoulder. We can go out about 90 degrees roughly. We have a 90-degree bend at the elbow, which is another soft ratchet, and we have in and out at the wrist, which is more for transformation, to be honest. And at the head, we can swivel, and if you wanted to, I guess you could have him look up, but that just looks weird, and you're unpegging it, and it's just dumb. But you can do that if you want. And you can also make him look shocked, like, oh, give him highbrows, make him look angry, kind of give expression with that. It's kind of funny. Now, at the legs, we have it kicking out about 90 degrees. Obviously, for the base mode, it can go forward about just under 90. Back, the same amount. We have a thigh swivel. We have a 90-degree knee bend. We have a toe pivot, which is extraordinarily good, over 90 degrees. And we don't really have anything up and down. We just have the toes that can move. So this guy is quite posable for a big block that he is. Technical difficulties here. There we go. Let's get Laserbeak on there. Come on. There you go. So, that is it for my review. Final thoughts on this guy. He's pretty good. There's a few janky bits with it. It is a very chunky Soundwave, and it's not for everyone. It's not a traditional Soundwave. And he doesn't have his iconic blaster battery gun, although we do have the battery shoulder blaster. Laserbeak, he is definitely interesting, especially considering he's a triple changer, and that third mode's not that great. But he does have a good amount of paint on him, and he does look nice. So, would I pick him up? Probably for a good price. I wouldn't pay much over $25, $30. Although he was more worth than that when he came out. But I don't really see me getting him for too much. But anyway, that's been it for my video review, and see you guys next time. Peace out.